Hello, beautiful people. This is your favorite boy Raymond Eche Agbalenyo, or you can simply call me Eche. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please like, comment, and share.
Everything is fine.
Thank,
It's a great honor having you.
thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank
I've
you.
been waiting for this opportunity. It's like a dream come true.
Finally, we are here.
Yes,
So
we are
thank
here.
you so much.
Thank you very much. Well, actually, I just want to ask you some few questions. It's all about the youth
Hmm.
of the continents.
Hmm.
What is the best way to put things in place? Because the youth have been leaving this country, and each and every year,
Hmm.
Africans are dying at the Mediterranean Sea, and Africans are suffering in Saudi Arabia and all that.
Yeah.
So, like as a youth, how do you think these things can be stopped?
Well, first I think it starts with recognizing that there is a problem, and this is something that African, both government, and individual to some extent,
Yeah,
have been, you know, really watching, and as if we are less concerned. When I am a frequent traveler, and what I've been seeing recently is almost on every flight around
yeah,
West Africa, you see a lot of young individuals, especially young women, going to the Gulf. And these are people with great ambition, with great
yeah,
dreams. They've passed through schools, universities, acquired skills,
yes,
but those skills that they've acquired cannot pay them in their countries. It's either in Ghana, it's in Sierra Leone, in Liberia, in the Gambia, Senegal, and the list goes on. Now, what this means is this continent is losing the very best of her people because they're supposed to be the engine to our development.
yes,
They're the active forces, they're supposed to be the young entrepreneurs, they're supposed to be the developers, our nurses, our engineers. That's what we are losing to being caretakers and whatever in the Gulf. Now, first is, as I said, recognizing that this is
yes.
the situation.
Situation.
And number two is, what do we do about it?
Yeah,
Now, the sole responsible um, to this is people that we have elected and put them in power
power.
to steer our state resources. But not only that,
Mm,
to put the enabling environment that will make it possible
yeah,
for any young dreamer to live and strive with dignity in their respective homes. Now, beyond that is our responsibility as young people
yeah,
to equally ask these questions, but not only ask them or be mere critic, but to be on the field and do something about it. If you elect any individual
yeah,
and they are not responsive to what you've elected them for, take the responsibility of putting them out. And that is a thing that no one can do for us. We have to do it ourselves. And that old politics of he lives in our village, he's from our school, no
yeah.
longer work in the 21st century.
Sure.
What work is people that are competent enough, but are patriotic enough to deliver
Yes,
for their communities, and not individual that will just be used as instrument by outsiders to extend their exploitation of Africans. So for me, these are responsibilities that we need to have, and that is a conversation that young people need to have among themselves.
yeah,
And the other thing is taking up responsibility in the field, whether it's in politics or in business,
yeah,
we must venture into something.
yeah,
The discussion is good. Yes, we need to have this honest conversation among ourselves. But what we do about it is way bigger.
Sure.
And I think those are roles that, all of us, needs to play something.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
That's very good. You say something about our politicians. If you put them in power, if they are not doing the right thing, we should eliminate them and bring different person. But also in another way, I also think that like this democracy that they have given us is not something that is really helping us. Because to me, in my point of view, I see it is a modern form of dictatorship because the system, when you put the person in power, the person doesn't hold allegiance or is not accountability to the people. But the meaning of democracy is a government for the people and by the people and for the people. But when you reach that stand, it's no more longer. Then there's a party because a president do what the party wants because he feel like it's the party who put him there, but not knowing it's the people who put him there or the MPs. So in this case, as a youth, how can we change these narratives?
Yeah, you see, and that's where we have like the confusion as a people. Number one, in fact, you want to ask yourself, was democracy really meant for us? And even if it was for everybody, then what form of democracy are we talking about? Now, you see, democracy is not the only ideology that have supported governance around the world. Some countries, communities, and societies have tried something completely different. Now, for us, it comes down to what form of a democracy. What we have is more of like an inherited legacy from colonialists.
Yeah.
Now, this is what they told us that we need to be governed by,
Yeah.
and we stick to those things. And for most African countries on gaining independence, never took time to go in depth as to what the system is.
Yes.
So that system change is what our voices now needs to be.
Yes.
Now, when you look at different approaches, you look at even democracy in principle, it says, yes, majority, rule of consent,
Yes.
the rule of law,
Yeah.
accountability is at the core. But what we have is a completely different case because the people you elect are not servants,
Yes.
but masters.
Masters.
And that is not what we have to fight for. And that is not the system that will deliver us the development we desire. Now, sometimes it's as if we do not appoint or we do not elect these leaders that runs our countries. Because at the end of the day, you wonder why. As if, elections were not really a choice, but candidates impose on individuals, whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
And people extending their constitutional mandate to something beyond, as we are seeing recently in Senegal. Yes. Or we see people who wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm going in for another term.
Yes.
So for me, all these things is happening, and there are no institution to hold these individuals accountable for, because both parliament, the judiciary have been consumed in the same system, and one person ended up dictating everything. In another word, the big man syndrome. Now, for us as young people, it's how much we look into this, and that is why the conversation is important. Gone are the days when we say, okay, these are politicians and we have nothing to do with it.
Yes.
We have to, because we are the ones on the field, we are the one on the streets, we are the one in schools, we are the one in businesses. We are the active forces.
We are the future.
And obviously, that means then we have to be part of the way in which our future is tailored. Thank you.
All right. So, guys, we will continue this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.